you can find me on TikTok, Ravelry, and Instagram as Corrina is Crafty. Today's tea is a black chai, and it's become my favorite. It's really good. I do like to do loose leaf here and there, and so I found this one recently on Amazon actually, and it's delicious. So I love to drink tea just as much as I do coffee, and it smells fantastic. It's so good. So yeah, I have everything set up for Valentine's. Not everything. We still have our Christmas trees to take down. That's just gonna be a job. But I am starting to slowly pack up Christmas and move Valentine's in. So the hot chocolate coffee bar area all got switched over to Valentine's, and my bedroom has all been switched over to Valentine's now. And then the tree behind me, I'm not taking that down for a little while. I like to put hearts on the tree and keep it going through February. So yeah, I did that. I put a whole bunch of hearts on the tree, and so yeah, the tree looks pretty. I have a couple, that's a lip, we'll talk about that in a minute. Finished objects. I made some mittens. This pattern is by Pearl Soho. What's it called? It's like a simple mittens or something. Pearl Soho has them on there. And I did this in that alpaca. I showed these in a video a couple days ago too that I did, where I talked about that I am doing Valentine. I have decided to do it, and I'm excited. I've been saving recipes, so I will be baking every day from the 1st to the 14th. I will be doing Valentine, and I will be baking. Maybe we'll have a segment of two with my grandson in there. He sure loves to bake with grandma. And yeah, I've talked about this on Instagram, but some of you probably haven't seen it. I got the Molly Klein Designs Valentine's Advent, and I'm going to be casting on the Polka Dot Cowl by Polka Dot Creek. And that is going to be my Advent knitting for February. And I'm also going to do a knit along for that. So it's the Polka Dot Creek Polka Cowl and Polka Dot Cowl. And I will, I'll put a picture of that in here, and I will link it in the show notes. So if you want to grab the pattern, and you can, the rules are really loose, just like it was with Yuletide. You can knit it scrappy with your own scraps, and knit it with minis that you have on hand. You can, through the 17th, Molly Klein Designs in her Etsy, she has a 15% off code for anything in her shop, including the Advent, if you use the code Corrina, C-O-R-R-I-N-A, Corrina, and you'll get 15% off of anything in her shop, including the Advent. So if you wanted to grab the Advent and knit it exactly with me, you can do that too, but that's not necessary, and you don't have to finish at the end of the month. There's no rules to that. Just be knitting on it and take some pictures and put them in your stories, or post them in a post and tag me in them, and then you'll get entered for a giveaway for the month of February. I will do a giveaway every week, just like before with the Yuletide. On Mondays, I will announce, and yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So I'm really excited. A lot of people are already saying they're gonna do it with us, and it's just gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it, because I've had a few people say they miss Vlogmas. I did too. I have been missing it also, and I'm looking forward to doing Valentines. I wanted to show you guys, this is another finished object, but it was finished a long time ago. I don't remember what this throw is called. It's crocheted, and see, it has this nice edge to it. I did this. Crochet was my first fiber love. I started crocheting when my last three, I learned when I was like 9, my mom taught me, but I really started getting into it when I had round 2 of the babies. and my last 3, and I was at home with them all the time. I did a lot of crocheting. At first I started with making baby blankets. This was Crochet Crowd. Mikey had a crochet along like 10 years ago, and I made this. So every Valentine's I get it out. And yeah, I loved it when I did it. Absolutely loved it. So there was a prize, but it was like, what was funny was back then I wasn't familiar with alongs or crochet alongs, and so I thought it was like whoever crocheted the best won. And it was no, and so when someone got picked, I was like, what the heck? They use like blues or some greens or whatever, you know. And I did not understand it, and then I figured out it wasn't the best. It was just whoever participated got entered in the giveaway. But I think about that sometimes when I look at that throw, how I was like, I think I made the best one. So yeah, I am going to, today, I'm going to show you how I made pretzels. And these are yeast pretzels. I would really love to try these with sourdough at some point. I might do that. But today's is pretzels, and I also made dipping cheese to go with it. This was a gigantic hit with my family, huge. They got gobbled up in one day. They were like, Mom, you've got to make these all the time. So yeah, I'm going to break now, and you guys will watch me make pretzels, and when I come back I'll show you my whips, and I do have a purchase to share with you, something that I'm excited about. I have not opened it yet, so when I get back I will do that. So enjoy. Okay, yep, like I said, my family loved those. They gobbled them up. I made soup too, and so it was just this whole delicious, yummy, and really easy, actually, you guys. It's super easy. And I was inspired by when you're traveling, and I don't know about every airport. I know that I've seen that anti something, the pretzels, what is it? Oh gosh, I can see the sign and everything, the white and the blues. There's one in Atlanta, there's one in Minneapolis, there's one in Vegas airport. So I don't know if it's like an airport thing. You guys let me know. Are there other airports with those in there? What are they called? You want to say Anti-M's, but that isn't, I don't think that's it. But yeah, they smell so good. I've never had one, but you're walking through, you can smell them. It's like, I'm sure lots of people buy them just because of how wonderful they smell. So I wanted to make some pretzels that we could eat here at home and give it a try. And so I don't know how to compare, but I just know that my family gobbled those up and they were very, very good and really easy. So I will put the recipe in the show notes so you guys can give them a try if you want. And so this is my purchase. I had missed the announcement for these, for Tanny Casey's new restock of bags, and I'm so happy that somebody had sent me the post so that I could see these, because I would have been so sad if I ever saw that they had been there and somebody else had grabbed them, because I can just see the little bit right here, and absolutely gorgeous. And I love Tanny Casey bags. My Halibut currently resides in a Tanny Casey bag. So I got two of these here. I actually have several Tanny Casey bags, and oh my gosh, oh, you guys, it's so perfect. If she had like so she has crossbodies, but there weren't that many there, but she had made a crossbody with this fabric, I would have bought it and made it my purse. For real, I would have. Oh, it's so cute and beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy. Definitely going to be a very popular project bag for me. I also got this one. It's a zipper. It's probably probably the exact, like what I have my halibut in, exact shape, type. So the bottom is like that canvasy. I just love it. Oh, so much. You guys. Oh, me and bunnies. My baby bunny, my Charlie, he's getting bigger, but he'll never be as big as Sunny. But soon enough he'll get big enough and get his vet stuff done, and he and Sunny can see each other. So I'm pretty sure they would love to be able to get to know each other better. So that will be happening this spring. So I cast on some new socks. I was missing sock knitting. I made this bag here quite a while ago. I can't remember for the life of me the theme behind this, but there was a whole theme going on there that I did these bags for a local shop here in Bemidji. I sold a few of them, and then I kept mine, and I am knitting. I'm using the Fiber Genie Catalina Charm, it's called. It's a DK. I did the Fiber Genies Christmas, the Advent for the ABBA Advent was pretty spectacular. There's a wrap that I want to knit out of that. I'm waiting for that pattern to become available. And so this was like retro 90s theme of something. And then there was Progress Keeper, little mixtape. I think that's maybe what it was, mixtape. But I can't remember. Lots happened between then and there, and I've forgotten what we were doing. And so this is the yarn. Isn't that pretty? I think I picked it not because it was part of what we were doing here, just that the color of the yarn matched the bag so good. It was my fabric and stuff, and then Fiber Genie's yarn. So yeah, cast on. This was nice. The other night I was tired, but I really wanted knitting needles in my hands. I didn't want to be doing anything. I didn't want to do ribbing. I just wanted to knit a DK vanilla sock. The contrast that I'm using here, that is a La Bien Amy that I got a long time ago. I think I've actually knit socks, DK socks for my husband out of it. And I might have even used it as a contrast on another pair of DK. It's pretty. See how it wound up? So I had an electric ball winder, a wooden one of those really expensive. Talked to my husband and let me get one. The first dozen cakes came out wonderful. I was like, this is awesome. And then it stopped being wonderful. And then it started doing like this. It's popping out. And like I've got some caked up yarn for the first colors I had picked for my Halibut. And then it was all wacky and all tangled. And oh my gosh, I could have cried. And my husband, he's an engineer. And he's a good engineer because the times that I have cried about my serger, you know, with sewing, because it has 4 tension knobs, Janome, and it's a few times it has gotten way off tension and I'm trying to fix it. I feel like I'm gonna cry or throw it out the window. My husband comes and saves the day. He could not get this thing to cake yarn correctly either. We tried a new belt, we tried oil, we tried slow, we tried up, we tried down, we tried everything. It wouldn't. So I just got one of those $40 little plastic ones recently, and I've probably used it 50 times and it still just keeps caking really great. So I love it. It was like $40. I think I bought it off TikTok, and I'm sure you can find it other places, but it's fantastic. And the only thing I would say about it is that it won't cake from the Swift. I pull from the Swift and stay ahead of it so that it's really loose as it's caking, but it makes beautiful cakes and it's not a big deal. I also have, you know, a regular manual, couple of them that I still occasionally use too. But when you've got really big skeins of yarn to cake up, the electric one is really fantastic. I really like it. So I would recommend one of those if, you know, it's been, like I said, I got way more usage out of it than that. I will not say the brand of the wooden one, the really expensive one that, believe it or not, my husband actually stuck it in the Goodwill. So I can't believe he did that. I put it out in the garage on the shelf thinking, okay, someday we'll get into this and figure it out. It's got to work. You spent all this money on it. And then evidently he just decided he wasn't even going to try, because he recently told me, I put that in the Goodwill. You did what? Yes, in the Goodwill. So, oh well. It is what it is, right? That's my saying lately about all the things. I guess not much I can do. So here is my sweater, you guys. And I am just about ready to bind off. I have one more round to do of the 1x1 here. I am doing through the back loop and like I did up here to get that bumpy look. And then sleeves. I think if I sat down right now, I could have this done in a couple hours, like an afternoon. I could. Maybe I'll do that on Saturday when I'm watching my Seahawks play. Seahawks are in the playoffs. I was born in the Puget Sound. I've talked about that, being a child growing up there, and then when we were 16, we moved back to the Puget Sound from Montana, and yeah, I was just born. It's in my blood, Seahawks. I root for the Vikings. I wish all the time for my husband that he would get to see his Vikings go to the Super Bowl, or even like be regulars in the playoffs. Even that, you know, is nice. But yeah, so Seahawks play on Saturday against the 49ers, and we'll see how that goes. But maybe while I'm watching, I'll finish up, and next week when I record, I can be wearing my sweater. I would love that. It's so nice and soft. And it's not gonna, I can tell already, it's not gonna be scratchy on me. Oh, I should talk about the sweater I'm wearing, huh? Here, I'll show you. This is one of my favorite bag makers too. I have lots of her bags. I like the Daisy Girl company, the Peekaboo window. I got this a couple years ago, this bag at Sweater Camp down in the cities. Stillwater. Sweater Camp I use usually in February, beginning of February. It's a lot of fun. So there's that. I am wearing the Winterfell sweater, cardigan. I knit this several years ago. I don't know what it's been, six years ago or something. Maybe a little bit longer than that. I was so proud of myself when I knit this sweater. It's yarn that I got from Sin City Knits that is no more in Las Vegas. I had purchased the yarn there, and I knit this, and I was really proud of myself because I don't know if you can see, I can't tell if you can see, but there's these lines, these bumps that go all the way across. And I was just so impressed with myself for knitting it and it all coming out normal, and the button band. And I think it's the first sweater I actually made a button band. Didn't skip that part because many sweaters I have skipped the button band part, and this one I did it. So I love this sweater. It's nice and warm, and also it's not itchy. So you guys, last but not least, I'll show you the 10 case bag I'm talking about. This is what I keep my Halibut sweater in. Isn't that pretty? And so it's a tiny casey bag. I did an awesome thing last night. I split fur sleeves on my Halibut. I split fur sleeves. Say that 10 times fast. Just did it very sleepily. Finally, I wanted to get it done right before I would go to bed. And then I was so tired, and I was like, oh, and I got it all done. My husband's like, come on, Corrina, let's go to bed, turn the light out. And then I laid there thinking about it. I don't know if you guys ever do that. You put your knitting down and you know you're so tired and you need to go to sleep, but you're like so excited about what you're knitting on that you can't stop thinking about it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that does that. But I did lay there because I was so happy to have it finished. Or not finished. The color work finished. The Halibuts are done. They're done. And yeah, it's really huge. And I talk about that a little bit in a reel I did. I made a TikTok and for Whip Wednesday, and I just, talked about how big it was and stuff, and that I was not going to frog this. I will not frog it. I will never do this again. It was a lot of work, and I love it so much. And the other great thing about this sweater was last week on our flight home from Vegas, I don't know. Do they not have heat on those? I don't know why. It was like 45 degrees when we left Vegas, so everybody who lives there thought it was freezing cold. They're wearing big puffer coats and knitted caps and stuff like that. And then you're flying to 20-degree Minneapolis. It's so cold. My feet were so cold I couldn't feel them when I got off the plane. Like, I was having a hard time walking. That's how cold my feet were. And I was so freezing that I was like, what am I gonna do? And I remembered I had this in my bag. So instead of having a nice relaxing flight, you know, and everything where I could, you know, have a snack and a little beverage, I layered up with everything I could find, and this was one of them, and thank goodness, but it didn't save my feet. So yeah, it is nice and thick and cozy, and you know, it could be a layering piece because it is going to be oversized, and I'm okay with that. Totally okay. So this is gonna grow. I'm really excited to get this done and have it be, and I was talking about that too. I watched a TikTok earlier where this girl said, hey, if you really want to be, speaking of just TikTok, if you really want to be like really popular in Knit Talk, a part of TikTok is called Knit Talk, the knitting part, you got to be neutral everything, neutral colors, a neutral person. Like, don't talk about where you live, don't talk about what you do, and when you're knitting, you know. And I thought that was crazy because it probably works. But I was saying, I could never do that because I like pink way too much. And that I can't believe that there's knitters out there that judge people on what they knit or where they live or what colors they use when they knit. I don't get it, but okay. I guess I just can't be that way, and I love pink. So I know my Winterfell is not pink, but I went in my closet to look to see, do I have a neutral? I don't. I don't think I do. No, if there's like a brown something, it's got pinks. The closest to neutral, okay, my Saskia sweater. I guess there's that. It's gray and white, you know, the bunnies. Maybe that is. So, all right, I talked too much again, you guys. And I know you're so sweet and say you love to hear me talk, but I've talked enough. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And yeah, if you have any questions about the knit along, post them down below, and I'll get back to you. And I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.